In this spoiler-free review of the 50 Clues game series, we'll go over the basic premise of the games, how long you can expect to play a game, and how many players are ideal to have for a game. As well, we'll share our experience of what it is like to play the games as a couple and give an escape room's team-building appeal, what ways they may actually benefit your relationship. This review is based on our own purchases and play experiences as a couple of the Leopold trilogy, which is sold in 3 separate boxes: The Pendulum of the Dead, White Sleep, and The Fate of Leopold. In this dark trilogy, the main character escapes from a psych ward in search of her son and to stop what she believes are the evil actions of King Leopold. The games are conveniently available on Amazon for hassle-free online shopping and quick home delivery. Each part by itself is affordable, but all 3 are required to complete the story and can add up to a high overall price for a one-time game. The 50 Clues series is marketed as horror puzzle adventure games or escape room thrillers and are a combination of riddle-filled escape room games and story-driven adventure games. There is more focus on the storyline than other escape room board games we've played and would be most appreciated by those who love adventure-type games. We only recommend these games for adults who enjoy dark horror themes. Each box warns that the game contains graphic violence and that is unsuitable for children. There is some swearing, and players are required to perform imaginary actions to further the game along that would likely be disturbing for some. The visuals in the game are not videos or actual pictures, but drawings, which may make them seem less gory. There's a free print and play minigame on the 50 Clues website to see if this game series is for you. As well, there's an online tutorial available from the game makers, which would be very helpful to watch before making a purchase. This tutorial is used instead of a rule book to get the game started. There's also a reference card to keep beside you with a summary of how the game works. When you open the box, it looks like a simple deck of oversized cards, but a lot happens with them. Your aim is to combine codes found on them and match up cards while solving puzzles or choosing an action. Then you enter the codes online to see where the story takes you or if you hit a dead end and need to try again. You are required to use the internet and a computer or device to check your answers. Stars are awarded after each guess is entered to see how you're doing, and a final percentage is given at the end of each part in the trilogy to see your overall score. There are hints easily available on the website and solutions if needed, but they impact your score. Other than online access, you really don't need other supplies to play, although paper and pens are helpful to work out solutions and to avoid marking up the game. The puzzles in Part 1 are mostly simple, but the structure of the game make them unique and engaging. They get harder as you move to Part 2 and continue with Part 3. We found them challenging enough to need hints here and there. Once you played through all 3 parts, you would know how the story ends and solutions to the puzzles, so there's little reason to replay 50 Clues. It is easy, though, to pass along the games to a friend as there's no repackaging required, especially if you write on scrap paper instead of on the cards. There is a code included in each purchased game that you're required to enter to play each time, but it lasts 30 tries. This makes it possible to also start and stop the games, which is helpful for parents who will not want kids to be around during play. There is no timer, but sometimes you're timed on the game's site for pressure and realism during a short task, which was a well-done feature. The game suggests the amount of time to play as 90 minutes, which is about what we took to play the first part as a couple. The last 2 parts took us a bit longer. The game suggests you can play with 1 to 5 people. If playing with 4 to 5 people, the games would go pretty quickly and it might be frustrating to share their cards. Given their difficulty, it's probably best to have at least 2 people playing. They are perfect for couples given the small cards you'll be looking at together to solve the puzzles. It's probably easiest to play on a tabletop, but you could make it work to play from your couch if there are only 2 of you. If your goal is to build your relationship and spend quality time as a couple, these games provide opportunities for collaborative problem solving, discovering your partner's talents, and improving your communication skills over a few hours of entertainment. These activities are great for practicing depending on the other and remaining calm under pressure. There is no overall time you must beat, and your goal as a couple can just be to complete the cooperative game, appreciate the complementary skills you and your partner bring to solving the riddles, and enjoy spending quality time with one another. These games create novel and potentially heart-racing experiences for couples, which make ideal dates according to relationship experts. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel for more reviews of 2-person games and helpful information on relationship building. By commenting, liking, and subscribing, you support more videos like this one to be made. If you like leisurely paced, story-based cooperative games without puzzles or horror themes, you might like Cosmos adventure games Discover the Story. We prefer Cosmos' more popular exit games, which are cooperative escape room board games. We also like Escape Room in a Box and Escape the Room game series, which are similar to Exit the Game, but easier.